Hi, I wanted to take a second just to walk you as my online learners through our course. Since we won't be meeting face to face and I won't see you on the first day of school, I wanted to give you the same kind of information that I'm giving everybody else. So here is what our class will look like. You can see up here, I have kind of attached my office hours when I'm available to meet with you from 7 in the morning to 8, essentially, and then from various times, but after 2 o'clock in the afternoon, generally speaking. Notice that the schedule changes because we're on a block schedule. So request to meet with me and we'll set up a time that works. This link you can also click and it will set up times for you to meet with me. And it's basically like you pick an appointment slot kind of thing. So I'm going to try this to start with, and if it works really well, then I'll continue to do that throughout the semester and add more time slots. And if it doesn't work, then we'll try something else. So let me know if you like this option. So every course, I start off with this idea, questions for the course. And essentially, this is an ungraded discussion board where you can post questions and I can answer them for everybody. Because usually, if you have a question about an assignment or something that's going on in the class, many people have the same question, and it's good just to be able to get the information out to everybody. So if you have a question that you would raise your hand in class and say, Mrs. Cusick, what about this? Post it here and I will answer it. And that way everybody has that information. If it's about your grade, email me and I will get back to you individually about that. So that's what this is right here. I hope you use it because I check it regularly and I want to make sure that you are clear on what we're doing. So the next thing I've added is the online English 12 calendar. And this is just so you can kind of keep track of due dates right there in front of you. So we've got kind of a lot due this week. This isn't the normal expectation, but this is our getting started because there's a lot of little checklist things, little to-dos we have to get done. So I've put them on here for you. You've got a discussion board, an online sign up, and some syllabus annotations. And you can see those will be due Wednesday at midnight. So that's when things will be due. And then again on Sunday. And then I will grade in my office hours and in between classes and things like that throughout the week. Every week I will post for you a weekly agenda. This week there are two because we've got like the getting started stuff and then we're starting in our content. So there's two separate ones just to kind of help us keep that clear. So you can see here that I put the week and then the date. These are our learning goals. So if you're like, what are we doing this for? What am I trying? Like, what does she want me to do with this? Sometimes in order to complete an assignment, you want to know like what the purpose is. So this is the purpose. This is what I want you to kind of look at if you get a little stuck and you're like, I don't know why. Well, this is why. Okay. And then you've got your tasks here and I'll usually number them and they will usually go in order and I will usually set it up so that you have to do the one thing before you do the next. The biggest reason for doing that is I structure things in an order so that you have what you need to do the next thing. And if you don't do the first thing and you try to jump to the end to just get the assignment done, you will not do well on the assignment and you'll get a bad grade on it, or you'll have to redo the assignment. And that is a huge pain. I don't mind letting you try again if you were confused sometimes, but if it's consistently because you weren't doing and looking at the assignments ahead of time and you're not doing your due diligence of trying to move along, then I'll be less ready to kind of help that. So I've set it up so that you can follow these in order so you've got everything that you need. I will always provide for you a weekly walkthrough, which is kind of like this video where I talk to you about what's due and what you need to get done. And then I will have the tasks for you here. To start off, I'm kind of putting some time out here because this is the time I would expect us to take in class to be able to do something similar. So if these are way off, I need to know so that I can make sure that I'm having expectations that are fair and reasonable. But if you're taking a really long time on doing something and it says, oh gosh, she only thinks I'm going to be spending 15 minutes on this, then maybe you need to reach out for help or some clarity as to what my expectations are. Or if you're getting done really fast and I allotted more time, then maybe you haven't done enough to get it done. And so just consider if you're really accomplishing our learning goals when you do the assignments. So here are the tasks that we're going to do. And then at the end of each one, I'll just list the assignments, like what are the graded items. And that's what goes down here because it helps me kind of understand, okay, I need to do these other things, but what is my score coming from? And I do want you to balance the effort on that, but I also want you to know that if I'm asking you to read something and then respond to it, I'm going to be, the only way I know that you read it is if you include that and you show me through how you respond. So you need to make sure that you're doing the due diligence of doing the reading and then showing me that in response. And so that's what's here. You guys know the expectations. You know that you're supposed to, when you respond in your writing, use quotes and cite them. And so those are the kinds of things that I'm looking for when I grade your work is how are you pulling from the things I've been giving you to watch and read and listen to and using those to help show me what you're kind of getting out of them. So getting started is right here. This is the first folder. So if you notice, when I can, I will try to make sure that I leave you a note about where to find things. If you are confused about where to find things, ask in the questions for the course option, because I'm sure if you're confused, many people are probably confused, and I'll do my best to make it as simple as possible, but that's where to look to know where to find things, and that's where to ask. But here are the list of items that you go through. And then I've started kind of adding our first unit here. What is media literacy? Is going to be our first topic that we look into later this week. So that is the course overview as far as how it's structured. If you look here, you can see that we have a syllabus, and your syllabus will go through specific expectations. So in here is my email, my hours. I'm booked for you guys during second hour, which is 9 to 10:25 in the morning on Tuesdays and Fridays. You can reach out to me at any time, and I will get back to you when I'm available between 7:10 and 3 o'clock, and that's when our meeting times will be. So be prepared for that. I have your supplies posted here. These will be the things you need to do as you're working on your documents. And when we come back to class, we can't share. So you'll need to have these items. If there's a hardship or you're confused or whatever, you need some help kind of accessing some of this stuff, just reach out. Here's my philosophy about learning, my virtual learning philosophy. This kind of describes what virtual learning looks like. So as you're annotating the syllabus, I'm expecting to see you making notes of these things as we go. How we transition, which we kind of don't know a whole lot about, to be honest with you. My statement of inclusion of all people. The workshop model is how I structure learning, which is a little bit more difficult in an asynchronous class, but know that I'm going to try to do the same things, which is provide you a lot of feedback and give you a lot of help and support. Your grades, basically formative grades, are 36% of your final end of semester grade goes in the grade book permanently. Your summative grades are 54% of your overall grade goes in the grade at the end. So this is where most of our grades are going to go, as those final things. And then your finals 10%. This being said, everything we do for the formative grades are sections and parts and aspects and directly related to that final grade. So these are just as important as these are, because I don't assign something for you that I'm not expecting to be either a direct aspect or part of your summative grade, which is like the end of the unit grade, or it's going to be something that you're going to have to do on that to show me that you can do it. So summative grades will be all process work. So it's not a test that I'm going to have you fill out online. It's things we're working together through the quarter, through the semester to be able to complete. So they really build and work together. Late work and absence policy, basically, it's just like regular school. If it's late, it's late, and I can deduct points, or I don't have to accept it. So it's really important, especially online, when I'm not there to look at you in the face every day and say, hey, where's your homework? Or where's your assignment? Or where's this activity? You need to be responsible. And if you get behind, it's going to be pretty overwhelming. But that doesn't mean don't ask for help. If you get behind, I can help you. I can work with you. So I really want you to reach out to me and make sure you ask questions. And if you get behind or you get in a bind or something happens, you need to contact me so that I can help you with that. We're going to use Schoology, and I've already kind of walked you through this. These are the expectations for discussion board posts for every single discussion board. Here's the post and the reply. And then video conferencing norms are here, and the link to the Google Calendar is here. So like I said, if you have any questions, please reach out. I can't help you if I don't know that you're confused or that you're stuck or that you've got a problem or something came up. So reach out and I will work with you. As long as you are reaching out, I can do a lot. So please know that I want to do that for you. So I hope that kind of helps you understand the course and the setup. Again, my email is listed at the top of the syllabus, and you can click on it and just go to that and send me an email and let me know what you need. Talk to you soon.